Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Rob, Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. Video number 2 today, October 14th, 2023. It's about 2:20 in the morning. I just did an hour-long video. Allen Ginter blaster break that I got from Target. I got 3 blasters from the one over in Palo Alto today. Opened one. The wife's not here right now because she went to bed. To me it's kind of Friday night, but I guess Saturday morning, and maybe I'll do some more videos later because I may end up going to the card shop today. So I figured I'll go ahead and open another blaster, because I'll probably maybe pick some more stuff up tomorrow. So, and then maybe me and my wife can do some more pack wars if you're interested in seeing those. So I'm gonna get to these, and so I'm not gonna spend too much time rambling on like I normally do. I'll just recap the last blaster as far as the minis go, which is what I care about most. We got Josh Jung, rookie design variant. Richardson, black border, which is a good one. Webb of Moyama, and that one, the Ronald Acuna Jr. Really nice. And G-back. We're looking for a no number and G-back or a Brooklyn back. Still haven't pulled anything like that this year from Ginter. His blasters have been a little bit disappointing this year. Kind of in line with like, I don't know, the last 6 or 7 years of just not getting much anything out of blasters other than the retail exclusives like the gold borders and the rookie design variant. That's the only thing we got exclusive to retail out of that last blaster. And then these 2 national monuments or whatever, World of Wonders. So we got those. And trying to complete this Talon-ted, which I think is funny. Serious card with the goofy angle. That's Allen Ginter for you. The Harrier. So I got that. And just in honor, since the stuff's sitting in front of me right now, there's my 1887 original Allen Ginter W.M. Muldoon wrestler, world champion. There's really faded back, but beautiful card. I think I paid $30 to $35 for this. I mean, dude, that card is like, what is that? Alexa, how many years ago was 1887?
1887 ended 135 years ago.
135-year-old card. And I didn't even pay $1 for every year of its existence. So, like pennies on the dollar, to, you know, in a sense. So, got that. Alright, let's go backwards here a little bit. So I'll just show you some of my recent relics. I think this was a blaster. So McCovey Morel rookie card. Nice blue patch. A Verdugo, nice red patch match there. The old time hockey, Hawk E. So a friend of Andre Dawson at best, the Hawk. That's actually a pretty cool card. And then the nice B versions of the full-size relics. Biggio, Max Muncy. That was the first kind of plain jersey relic that we got. Was just this gray, but it kind of matches these colors on the edge of the card, so that's okay. Okie dokie. Then we got the Olsen bat relic. I'll have to show you a couple of the other ones when I get to the binder. Verdugo, another color match there. I do somewhere have another relic that's just a white kind of napkin relic. This is the only in-action card that I've come across so far. Gorman, oh, he's the one I got in the rip card. I just realized that. I might have 2 in-actions actually. So these are pretty rare pulls. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. 10 years from now, you're like, oh, I wish I could have got one of these rare cards, never pulled back then. And then you see somebody you like, or you just want to have one of those in-actions in your collection. Then this is the kind of stuff I would have been chasing, you know. So if this was 10 years ago and I'm like, I look back at this set, oh man, I never seen one of those. I'd like to get one. I need to get one so I have one of each kind of different thing Allen Ginter has done. And so something like this doesn't just have to be some weird relic or super hit or anything like that. It's kind of like that mini Ty Cobb one that I got that was Baseball Legends that year. It was like an insert mini set that they had some of the great legends of baseball on that, and those were pretty rare. So I picked him up, and that was a check off my list. So I didn't need the whole set. I'm not opposed to having the whole set, but at least to have one. Alright, and recently I picked this up, I believe, at the local card shop. It's not quite Allen Ginter, but it's still cool. And that's the Topps 206, and I just figured I'd show that since I was sitting here. I love minis, so it doesn't always have to be Allen Ginter. It could be Gypsy Queen, Topps 206. The new Topps 206 are a lot nicer, because this has got like real imaging in the back. I think this is the second set that they did at the time. I believe they've done it 3 times. They did like Topps 206, then Topps 205. Went away for like a decade, and then they did another, tried it again, and I think this was like the 4th time around or 3rd time around, depending how you want to look at it. But they did Topps 206 2 years in a row, and I think this is the 2nd year of that. Not a big fan of the background, but still, it's a mini, so I love minis. And that's when he was playing as a Cub. And it's Bat Relic, Fred McGriff, recent Hall of Famer. And so that's cool. Just to give you guys a little, see something a little different. Those had more of the regular cardboard back. Like some of those rare Allen Ginters, either wrestling or like that Mantle rip card insert from the original rip card. So that's pretty cool. I'll end up framing this up. I mean, I'm one-touching these because even though I know relics aren't worth a whole lot usually, but because I love mini cards, and because I love mini cards so much, these little tobacco minis, whether they're framed or not, especially the hit ones like the relics, at least relics and autographs, or maybe like buybacks and stuff like that. I usually one-touch those just because that's the place they hold in my collection, is they're highly valued whether they're valuable or not. So at some point I'll get this one-touched, and it'll go in the other box. So it's not going to go with the Ginters though. I'll probably go with the Gypsy Queens. Alright, and so this is why I was saying that, because I do have these one-touched. Might be overkill to you guys, but I just like to keep my mini hits together. So we got Juan Soto, you know, this is one of my hits this year. We also got Albert Pujols, so 2 in a row. Those are pretty good. I mean, those are just some napkin relic and just a bat. But still, I mean, it's Pujols. Once again, there's another one of those weird different things. This is National Convention 2015. Hutchinson die cut, and it's a sticker autograph out of 80, so number 29 out of 80. This is a different autograph insert set that they did in 2013. So they had a regular mini framed autographs like you'd get every year, But they also had like another side set of autographs that were red, hand numbered, not like the reds that you get nowadays, like out of 5. That they had like 100, something like 100 of these kind of different red mini framed autographs with all kinds of different numbering. So I needed to pick one of those up because those were different, that were only available that season. I've gotten 4 autographs from 2023, but I only have 3 in front of me. So we've got Peguero. Every hobby box I've gotten an autograph at least. Had trouble with Coalition and centering on some of them, but at least I've gotten an autograph. It's the first one we pulled this year, Stowers. Then Gorilla Nims, Rapper. So I don't like rap, but those are the good ones to get. Are some of the oddball autograph cards each year. So like last year I got Danny Glover and what's that football player, not Trevor Lawrence, the other one, the receiver. That doesn't matter. Alright, there's my 2015 Danica Patrick 10th anniversary issue, because I thought I would never get my White Whale card, which card I've been chasing for almost 20 years with the 2006 Danica Patrick mini framed autograph. Never thought I'd get it, so I got this one, figuring that's the best I would do. Then a couple months later, boom, I just picked it up. That's my favorite card, the card I've been chasing for so long. And where did it come from? Allen Ginter. Could you get it in other products? Yeah, years later, like Goodwin. But this is the start. So I got one of the 100 of these that exist, and I have one of the 100, the 2015 10th anniversary ones. Now, I mean, it would be cool to get one of each of the 10 different designs they did in 2015. So it'd be nice to get like a 2006, 2015 version, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. But hey, for now, that's cool. I got one of those 100 autographs that were available in 2015. I got one of the 100 mini framed autographs that were available in 2006. And then there's the 101 postcard beyond that. So she's got 201 Topps Allen Ginter autographs in existence, and I own 2 of them. There's the mini from 2006, just the base. This is the card that made me dream about this one for so many years. Just wishing that I could have this like this. And then the first one I ever pulled of her was this. And so there you go, Bob's your uncle. And alright. And like I was talking about, I did get the buyback. So that's a 2017 version of Andre Dawson that they bought back and had him sign, stamped 29 out of 32 in the Hall of Fame Archive Signature Series 2023. So I was able to get that. So that's a different kind of Allen Ginter, and it's a Dawson. It's different in the fact that it's a buyback, resell, you know what these are about. And it's just a different kind of Allen Ginter I could get. And then there's the cloth mini. So I got this one of the, what is that, 2018 I believe, version. That's the same one that I have the 5x7 giant card. Now I'm trying to find that 5x7 giant card gold, because the one I have is the one numbered to 49, and then the gold's numbered to 5. And this one's 4 of 10, so there's only 10 of these cloth ones in 2018. So got one of those, so that's pretty cool. Alright, let me put these aside, people. Bear with me a minute. Put this stuff up. Another different, not technically something, it's not something different than Allen Ginter did, but nevertheless, just like the Archive Signature Series wasn't originally autographed. They bought it back, had it autographed, and reissued it in Archive Signature Series. But it's nice to have a graded Allen Ginter. So there's my Jim Mint Tim Population 1 2020 Allen Ginter Andre Dawson Brooklyn back. So that's Jim Mint 10. So I got a graded one in Andre Dawson. So that's PC and an Allen Ginter, different kind of Allen Ginter. Although it wasn't done by Allen Ginter this way. But still, it's something a little different that I'm like happy to add to my Ginter. Different kind of things that you can get or have. So having a graded one's cool, and a 10. The first one I got was the Aaron Judge rookie card from the San Jose card show. That's a Mint 9. And that's his rookie card, and it's not labeled right, but it should say A&G back. So not only is it an Allen Ginter mini Aaron Judge rookie card, it's an A&G back, and it's graded 9. And I think it's graded 9 because there's like a little, looks like a pencil spot or something, like somebody accidentally marked it or something with a pencil and didn't even try to like erase it or something. There it is on the back up here. Kind of where my thumb's at. You know, I'd have to see another one to compare it to. But so I got two mini Allen Ginter graded cards. I guess I should get them a full size 2 graded, so that would be cool to add. And I've got 3 Archive Signature Series Allen Ginters. All 3 of them different years, different players. I got Andrew Jones and the other guy's name is escaping me for the moment. Alright. 18 minutes in, I already took the plastic off this blaster from Target. So let's see what we got here. You know I'm going to buy more, so we can do some more pack wars with the wife down the road. But I'll definitely, I'll save the other one for tomorrow. I guess I need a drink, people. Bear with me. Okay. Pack number 1. Now let's do it the backwards way this time. Start in the back and move forward. Retail. Alright, so Brown. Mount Plaisir. Be nice to get a medal or something. A 101 glossy would be nice. Sammy Sosa. Short print. 347. And Don Drysdale. So that's a little different. Alright, let's see what these cards fit in here. And our mini, I wonder if I should just do all the minis at the end. I think I want to do that. I'm going to do something different this time. We'll just do all the minis at the end, and I'll keep them in order. I think I got a talented card here, so hopefully this is one we need. Got a beautiful Clemente card right off the bat. Okay, so the first card will be the first pack that we looked at, and remember we're going backwards, so we'll move this here. Roberto Clemente, base, Grammatics, base, Mitchell rookie card. Oh, this one's a little different coming up. Randy Johnson. So I've only seen this once, maybe. And our, dang it, we did get a talented card, which is funny, but it's the Andean Condor, so I already got that. So still, there's like 3 more cards for that set that I need, and it's gonna drive me crazy not to complete. I'm not usually a set completer, like trying to. I will if it's possible, but it's not like, oh, I'm out to complete the save room for dessert set. You know what I mean? Normally I'm not like, oh, I've got to get that other last card out of these spotless bands or something like that, or the entire complete set for that year. But I'm so close to having it, and it's kind of a goofy and serious card at the same time, so it's like classic Allen Ginter. Then now I want to complete that one. It's like, now it's got under my skin. You guys know how it is. Alright. Mini's coming out. And we got the Wasserman again. This old 90-year-old guy goes out and hits the pitching machine, pitching at 90 miles an hour. And Gorman rookie card. So that's the Rip card, I believe, that I picked up. And the other one that I showed in the last video, Aaron Nola. And then the guy that rubs my wife the wrong way, Bryce Harper. That's a super short print or high number. And a Bo Bichette. Yeah, these definitely feel thicker. Alright, so far nothing different or rare. I didn't see it, but I'm going to say I got a Fun in the Sun card. Alright. Juan Soto. Base. Anthony Rizzo. Haven't seen her in a little while. Bell. Mandy Bell, pretty. Bob Gibson. Cool. How many wins did Bob have? 251. And he had a 2.91 earn run average. Wow, that's pretty good. And the music to our ears is the harp. So, I was wrong, no Fun in the Sun. Goosa Goosa. Alright. Going a little quick than I normally like to, but I also want to show you guys a few other things, so I don't want to spend too much time. But I do want to enjoy opening my cards at the same time instead of just blasting through it. And hopefully we'll get at least a filigree. Alright, the mini is out. Had the little magnet with me when I went to the store, and the guy showed him, and I was like, dude, didn't stick to anything, at least on the edge of the box, so doubt that we got a metal. But I have pulled a metal, and I think I've pulled a metal card out of a blaster. No, I don't know. If it was 2021, then it was probably hobby. I'm not sure. You guys are like, yawn. Move on. Thompson rookie card. Jacob DeGrom. Looks like we got the short print. Bob Gibson here. Yep, 354. And Steven Strasburg. And I was just about to show you guys my little Obeck convention card of him when he was draft pick for the Washington Nationals. But I was like, we're doing Allen Ginter, so let's just skip that. And then what do we come across? We come across his card, and I'm like, I should have showed you guys that card. Oh well, it's in there somewhere. I'm not gonna dig it out. Okie dokie. Next. Yep. Safe to say, unless you're going for retail exclusives like the gold border and the rookie design variant, and I don't know what other retail exclusives they have. Unless you're into Allen Ginter like I am, and you don't really, it's not as big a deal for you. Like if you're just looking for investment or value, then go with the hobby. It's just going to be cheaper, and you're going to get guaranteed hits. In these retail, it's going to be few and far between. I like the retail because you do get a few extra minis compared to the same number of cards in a hobby. Hobby packs are 8 cards per pack, but 1 mini. Retail 6 cards per pack, but 1 mini. So you get 2 extra minis for the same number of cards. So if you're a mini fan, then retail is cool for that. Especially if you can get fat packs, because then they come with the extra little pack of minis they're used to. But I don't know if they have them this year. I didn't see it on the top site or Baseball Cardpedia, but then I did see somewhere online saying they did. So I don't know. Jones rookie. Myers rookie. Look at all the rookies they have. God. Reagan's rookie. Jose Abreu, talented. Let's kind of set that aside. You don't know yet. I didn't get a good glimpse of it. And really check all your minis at the back, see what you got. You may have a no number, you may have a Brooklyn back, you may have something different. So always check the back of your minis on Allen Ginter. And honestly, you should check the back of your full-size cards too, not just for short prints. Anything over 301, 350 short print. This year, anything 351 to 400 is going to be like a high number short print, super short print. And also, you got to kind of keep your eyes peeled for the glossy 101. They usually stand out. It's different than the other base card, but if you're just kind of flipping through them really quick, you might not even notice. So you got to keep your eyes out for those 101s, because they look exactly like the other card. They're just like their base card. They're just glossy, and you might skip right over it. You might end up getting rid of a glossy 101 in a quarter box or something like that if you're selling. Alright, our talented card is, I haven't looked yet, Sparrowhawk. I don't know if I got this. I think I do. 13. Fairly sure I have this, but we'll get to that in a minute. Alright, minis are starting to get a little wild. Alright, 2 to go. Alright. So far, it's looking like our only shot is with these minis that I haven't seen yet, so. Hopefully, they'll surprise us. One of these early packs, which are the last packs that we're looking at. Alright, got the Robinson. I guess this guy's Relic card is missing the Relic. Because I've seen a few of them and they're both the same, but it's because he's a comedian. So I think that was another gag kind of thing that Allen Ginter did this year. You know, kind of like they had the Invisible Man card, and then they had the Invisible Man mini framed autograph. And of course there was like an image of like a hat floating in the air, and then like, I don't know, maybe some clothes, and then like no face, no arms or anything. It's just like clothes, standing like an invisible man wearing clothes. And then it had the little spot for the autograph, which was blank. So I think that's what they're doing. This guy's a comedian, so wouldn't it be funny to have a Relic card of him that just doesn't have a Relic? And so, yeah, I think that's the gag. So that would be a cool one to pick up. I'll have to keep my eyes to see how much those cost. So that's funny. And most people probably think Topps just messed up. But no, I think that's intentional this time. I can't wait to talk to you guys about my other mini framed autographs from the first few years. Allen Ginter, about this one mini I got that's encased in the frame, so you can't touch it. But the back of the card's damaged because it must have got stuck to the one in front, behind it, in the printing factory. Tore off a good section of the back of the card, almost like it was glued into a binder or a scrapbook, like the original Allen Ginter's. And so it's missing part of the back, but yet they still framed it. You know, had it autographed and still framed it, because they send those minis. I've seen Phil Hughes or whatever signing some cards for Allen Ginter this year, I believe. And so he just had a stack of the minis and was signing them, and that's what they're gonna put inside the frame. So unless the card got damaged after, it was damaged at the factory, missing part of the back, signed, put into the frame, and distributed. So my thing is, I was like, I didn't want to, when I told the guys at the shop when it originally got it, and they were like, oh, you can reach out to Topps, see if they can fix it. And I was like, no, I think I'll keep it, because that's kind of odd. It's kind of funny. It's like an error. It's not like an error. It's like a damage. The error is the fact that they let it move forward and didn't catch it. And I'm like, well, that's kind of funny because they encased it that way. And then I always thought, wow, wouldn't it be cool to find the other autograph card that card got stuck to, and see if it has like an extra piece of card on it. You know, that would be funny to own that little pair. Anyways, there's my little offside tangent. Marsh and Beatty rookie card. That's a short print, 374. And Mike Trout, who's taking a bit of a hit in the hobby because of his limited play that he's done. Alright, let's move along. Alright, of course I had to get fun in the sun, so one more mini. Let's get this out of the way. Grissom. Von Grissom. Durant. Ohopi. And Olsen. So no relics, no mini framed autographs. And this beach soccer, which we just seen that the first time yesterday. Alright, so let's see if the minis can do us any good. So this first mini I show will be from the first pack we opened, which would be technically the last pack of the box because it went backwards. So we did get our, oh, maybe I got something here. I don't know. It could just be the way I put them down. We got the Lux gold border. Might already have one of those. I'm not sure. Alright. This one is upside down. I don't know if it's just because I put it in upside down, but perhaps this is going to have a different back. Jimenez. Come on, come on, come on. It's Ginter back, but not a no number. So, still cool. Just wish it was a no number. Alright, then we got our black border. So, the gold in this one is the 1 out of every 10 packs. The Barrios. Jose Barrios. Alright, then we got this thing is a rock salt. Mine's the World of Wonders in Poland. That's a new card, so at least we got something new. Alright, this one is a Ethier. Andre Ethier. Short print. Number 342. Alright, there's a good one. At least we got, this is probably the best card of the blaster. Corbin Carroll rookie mini. But base back, I think we got the AMG back. But still, that's going in the binder. This one was upside down for some reason. So, Rodriguez. So is that Julio? Wow. It's the first mini Julio we got, so that's a good one to get. We did pretty good with the Julios last year. Got a lot of those. AMG back, but it is numbered. But that's a good one to get. AMG. Second year card. Was a rookie of the year last year, I believe. And our other retail exclusive and the last card of the blaster, blister. I heard another guy call it blister. If you watch my old video when I'm opening Allen Ginter and the Halmar Brewing card from 2013, the video from way back then, I keep calling it a blister box, and I was trying to talk about a blaster, but so somebody else was calling it the same thing. So Jordan Walker rookie design variant based on 2006, as I've said before, which is based on 1887 design. So that's cool. Good one to get. Good one to get. Alright. 38 minutes in. So my videos are basically always going to be around an hour, no matter what I try. So, just gonna quickly check a few things here. Let's give this another chance to focus. Alright, so got some Andre Dawson's. There's a pickup yesterday, the Rip Card Super Short Print exclusive, so it is different than the other high number. Card 370, card 370. That image on the full size card, this out of the Rip Card. So that is still super short print. Alright, what am I looking for? Got an orange and a gold of these coming in that I ordered in the last few days. And I've got, you know, that's kind of funny. Oh, this one. This one here, the 2014. So that's one of the years they did that. They did 2014 and then 2015, but 2015 didn't have, so he didn't have a 2015. Well, from 2014 to 2016, he used the same image, but 2015, Allen Ginter didn't do like veterans and Hall of Famers like they do, unless it was like the high number, those short prints like the rip card ones and stuff, or maybe some of the short prints like 301, 351. So the reason I'm saying that, in 2015 they did a complete set as well with the red border minis, exclusive, that you could only get in the complete set that they sold, and those were numbered to 40. But he wasn't in that set, but he was in 2014. And so if a person bought the complete set, they would get like a little pack of mini red framed cards numbered 33, and that's the one I ordered today, was the mini version of this with the red border. So that's going to be cool, another numbered to 33. And so I'll go over here and show you the other one from that year that I have, so you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. So it'll be just like, it'll be just like these. Whoops, almost lost my camera. So these are the 2014 gold. I mean, this is the black border. There's the base with these black borders, but it'll be exactly like this except red, and it'll be numbered to 33 on the back. There's that Ty Cobb I was telling you about, one of those different kind of cards, inserts that you can get. Baseball legends. There's some convention cards. 2008 National Convention. Rizzo stained glass. These are like that Andre Dawson I just showed. These are out of Rip Card. So the super short prints. This is from Target exclusive. I think that's what, 2010 or 8. Yeah. Of course, it's right in the middle, 2009. From Topps NFL. Gravity feeder at Target. They had a little insert set of Allen Ginters in those, so that you can only get from a different product. So another one of these Allen Ginters you can only get somewhere else. So here we go. There's the Queen Victoria. So that's 2014. That's the mini red border. So I just ordered the Andre Dawson. Never even knew he had one of these. So ordered the Andre Dawson. And then this is the 2015. The one's numbered to 40. Like I told you, he's not in that set. The veterans aren't. There's the Rizzo convention card die cut. There's a 101 National Sports Collectors Convention 101. It's just that stamp, so I don't think there's anything different about that other than they took like one of each card from the set that they had and they just stamped it and gave them out at the convention. Like with whatever else they were giving out, you could pull in 101. And then there's the Sam Hughes National Convention card, 2022, Women in the Hobby. So here, really quick, just gonna aim this camera again. So as you can see, that's the Queen Victoria numbered to 33, if you can see that. And then the 2015s were numbered to 40. Some filigrees. And those are, so these are your 2023 filigrees, silver bordered. It's kind of based off of the hot box parallel. So every so many hot boxes this year, you would get these, instead of the foil shiny cards, you would get this gold border. And so I guess people, that's 2019. So I guess people like that, so they decided to make that something similar to that as an insert in 2023. So that's a new card that you can get in 2023, a new parallel. And so here we go. There's a couple more. All right, so there's the Maddox that I was. So anyways, I was going to show you guys the other hits that I got so far in 2023. It's just that other autograph that I don't have in front of me. There's the Maddox Mini framed back card, which is funny because the picture in the back card is the Relic. The Snell B-Type 2023 Relic. There's the napkin card. And then, yeah, there's the Gorman I was talking about. So that's the rip card we pulled. Pop this out real fast. I usually won't keep these in the binder one because they kind of stretch it out because they're thicker. But I just needed somewhere to put it. And as you can see, that's like numbered to 199. So that's kind of high. But it's a rookie. So if this guy turns out to be your next Albert Pujols or something, you know, Mike Trout, or, you know, I'd hate to rip a card of the guy's rookie card. So I'll sit on this for a couple years at least and see what happens. If he tanks and disappears, then maybe I'll be tempted to open it. But run a magnet across there, there's no metal card in there, so just based on that feeling, it doesn't really feel to me like there would be a stained glass in there. But still pretty cool. So I'll keep it for now. Rip it or keep it. I'm going to keep it for the time being. I'll get this. That's one of the other ones I'll usually one touch is these regular size rip cards. Like this, I'll just top load because it's a full size Relic. But this one, since it's a mini Relic, I'll top load it because I like minis, and that's just what I do. I kind of keep all my mini hits all top loaded and together so I can just look at them all at the same time. Then we got base, high number, base, high number. And we're going to look at the bird. There's rest in peace Tim Wakefield. He went in here, and I'll show you guys Tim Wakefield. So he just died of brain cancer this week. I think 58, 56 or 58 years old, somewhere around there. And so rest in peace to him. The weird thing, when I guess it's funny, not that he died. The funny thing is there's an error on this card, and it's like Topps didn't catch it. It's kind of like that damaged card I told you about. But look at it. This says he was born August 2nd, 1966. So instead of 1966, it says 1966. So I don't know if anyone else has caught that, but that's kind of funny. It's just unfortunate that you know, the tragic news of this guy's death, you know. So yep. So that's kind of odd thing that Topps let slide by. A bunch of Corbin Carrolls, and we just got that other one. And so look, we got the black border, and now we have just the base. So probably gonna have to move old Minty Beans again. So this is one of the gag cards. One of the things I like about Allen Ginter, they created this team from like the 1800s, and it's like in the Goodwin champion, the Goodwin 1800 cards where it's got the ball on a string and they're like pretending to be playing, catching the ball, and it's a made-up team, but that's a Topps employee. That's in the image of the guy. That's a Topps employee on this made-up team, so that's funny. All right. So we haven't pulled any Allens yet out of these, or any of the ballparks. I guess the ballparks are pretty rare to get, only in, and they're even rarer on the box loaders. So if you usually come across something like this in your box loader, you're like, oh man, that sucks. I'd rather have Mike Trout, but you'd be better off getting one of these. Much rarer. Some food. Some rookie design variants, so alright, we definitely don't have him. So he'll be going in here. Usually just throw the black border in now just to fill up this page. Alright, the bird, that's what we're looking for, these birds. And the gold border, don't have that. So the Gavin Lux is going in the binder for now, so that I can look at them for the next 6 months or so, and then maybe they'll end up going into a top loader or penny sleeve, and then into a box. Alright, so Sparrowhawk and the Harrier. Number 19 and number 13. So 10. Yep, so we got this one. So that's a repeat, and so this one might be one we need. This is card number 20, 17, 19. Look at that. So I did get one step closer. So I actually got 2 pages full of these birds. And I like them because it says Talon-ted, which is kind of a goof, kind of a joke. And so they're doing a serious card with a joke attached to it. I like that. So I like that about Allen Ginter. And like I said, I normally wouldn't try to just put together these subsets, but I'm so close that now it's like almost an obsession. So 9, 18, so I'm 2 cards away. I know one of them's a bald eagle, and I'm not sure what the other card is. So there we go. Look at that. They're pretty cards too. You gotta hand it to them. All right. Definitely got some new ones in here for this. Just gonna have to start a page of their own. And there's some wrestling ones. Showed before. These are the ones that you can only get from WWE Heritage throughout the years. This is a mini insert set, not part of the regular Allen Ginter base set. So there are other Allen Ginter cards out there to get that don't have anything to do with the base set, but you would never know about it looking at their checklist, you know. So if you're a Ginter collector like me, there's other stuff out there. This Shawn Michaels, he's was a WWE wrestler too, but this was actually in the Allen Ginter set that year, so that's different than these. And then these also have these A&G backs. And then you got these other ones from WWE Heritage. These are from the tins, little metal tins that came with a pack of fat pack of Heritage cards, WWE, and each one came with an Allen Ginter tin lid bonus card. And the tin actually looked like these. Then the next year they had chrome, so these are like the first Allen Ginter chromes. Cool cards. And And this, like this beautiful card right here. Oh my goodness. Like this Alexa Bliss. This is one of the 30 card insert set from 2021 WWE Heritage. And so they had an Allen Ginter subset in there. So another one that was not part of Allen Ginter base set. But once again, there's different Allen Ginter cards available to you that aren't even in regular Allen Ginter. Alright, so we've got stuff like the Macho Man and Sasha Banks, all the way up to the Godfather. Another person, rest in peace, Bray Wyatt, died a few weeks ago. The Macho Man, all these guys, Roman Reigns, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Drew McIntyre. So, alright. So, there you go. And there's some stuff that's going to be bindered up and fitting. We got Andre Dawson here. So I know it's getting long again, but why not? I'll just go through it now, because if I were to make another video, it would just either I would go too long with it, or it would be too short for my liking. So this is the other binder that I have with my Andre Dawson non-Allen Ginter stuff. Now it doesn't have everything. There's still some stuff I left out, but I have updated it since the last time I showed you guys. So since then, I've added in some of the other stuff. Excuse me. Alright, some of these cards have a little damage because they were damaged in the old binder. They'll be needed to be replaced. I have a whole little Ziploc bag of the ones that were really damaged and don't present well anymore, but some of these still look good, you know, so they're like binder fine, you know. And for the most part, none of these are really like top loader and graded worthy or anything like that, so I'm fine with having them in here. So I think this is the very first Andre Dawson rookie card I'd ever got back in Albuquerque back in the day. And you know, centering is not great. You know, I picked up a pretty decent one here about 8 or 9 years ago. That's a lot nicer than this. And then I just said that I picked up another one for $5 at the San Jose card show. I was like, "Are you serious, dude?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, go ahead." And it's somewhere between this and the better one I have. The better one I have, I would say, is probably like a 7 to 8. The one in the middle is kind of maybe a 6, and this one's probably like a 5. You know, I'm just going based on the centering and maybe some of the, you know, corners or whatever. So here's my tops ones. And it's funny, the last time I showed you guys the binder, when I got to the flare, I said Don Ross. So I do catch these errors. And maybe I corrected myself on one of the videos that I lost. So anyways, there's my tops, early tops. I don't have a second year card, I need to get that. And so we'll just kind of move this back and forth. And if you look up there, I don't know if you could see up there, like right there, is the only other graded card I have right there. And that is the Topps, this card. No, it's this one here, the All-Star from this year, which was 84. Yep. So the 84 Topps All-Star, but it's the Nestle's card that came in a sheet that was hand cut And that one's a Gem Mint tin. So, but it, you know, it says Nestle's on it instead of Tops. So I do have the Tops, the Nestle, and the O-Pee-Chee. So that's cool. I only have 3 graded cards. 2 Andre Dawsons, one that Nestle one, the other one the Allen Ginter Brooklyn Back Mini I showed, and then that Aaron Judge Mini. So there's those. There's the O-Pee-Chee. 85, 86. There's another O-Pee-Chee, and like I said, like this one's not bad just because it kind of blends in with the border, but this one kind of sticks out like a sore thumb compared to the Tops. But these are also nicer backs. There's the 87. When I really went overboard with collecting, like spending all my money on cards, like 1 and 2 in the morning, walking out to the gas station that was 24 hours, buying a soda, a couple packs of cards, sitting there talking to the lady that worked there overnight for like an hour, and walking back home and see what cards I got. So I don't know, I must have had about 10 or 15. I mean, it's a big set, 797 cards, and you know, I didn't know anything about series and stuff like that back then. So I got like 7 or 8 of these. I mean, I just had a ton of 87 Tops, and I even got the factory set. So this is my favorite Andre Dawson Playing Days card, the 87 Tops update. I just love that card. It's beautiful, and then it's got that traded back. You know, it's the same exact everything, except it's got that white clear. Beautiful. I just love that card. But I also love the flare and the upper deck. I mean, the flare and the Dunross. I'll just say updates, some of the highlights and whatever. Okay. Alright, what happened to that card? Now, there's one of them that I believe is a Tiffany. Is it one of these? Oh well, we'll just keep moving along. Then I got these. So on 88, he had a ton of stuff that you could pick up because he had just won the MVP. And you'll notice I got a lot of Dunross because he had a lot available on Dunross in 88. So I've added some of these in since then. Oh, there it is. So that's the Tiffany card, I believe, up here. And so the reason you can tell is look at how bright that back is compared to, this is also the same year, but look at how that's dark and that one's all bright. Nevertheless, okay, so now we're to Flare, not Dunross. Early Flare, pretty ugly. Start getting better, a lot nicer. You know, and then they just knocked it out of the park in 87, just like Dunross and Tops all did great in 87, just beautiful sets. But they all have quality control issues, especially Dunross. Alright, so then that's where we get to this 87. So just a beautiful set. And then there's the update. Andre Dawson, that's first Flare Cubs. So that comes out of that update. So what Tops calls Tops Traded, Flare calls Update. Dunross is Highlights, and I'm not sure what the other one's called. But that's a really nice card too, and you know, a really nice design in 87, and these were the more expensive of the 3 to get and harder to find. Stickers, like I said, then since he won MVP, you could get more stuff from him. And then you got like these Ultra. Alright, now we're up to Dunross, only 81, 82, just like Flair kind of, they definitely stepped it up a little more in 85, so I don't have 83 and 84 to show you the progression, but obviously it leaps and bounds from here to there. And then 86 was a nice set. But when you do come across those like highlights or whatever ones they have, they're kind of weird. But you know, you got Diamond Kings, awesome cards. And then there's the 87 Dunross, just beautiful set. I mean, just epic design. I mean, when you got one of these in good shape without chipping or any white showing, and then you got centering well with this little gold baseballs alongside in this frame, just a beautiful set. Really super thin cards, but and then when they did their update, which they called highlights, I mean, those are beautiful too. Just that blue and the same design. I mean, and then these images of him and the Cubs are really nice. So as you can see, you know, it's that Cubs first year home runs, player of the month. So this is kind of what their tops update would be. And then they have this one, this burgundy one. It's just beautiful too. I mean, same image as this one, but I mean, those cards are just, Dunross, excellent job that year. I don't know how you can't not like them, other than when you get some crappy quality control. And this one is, so there's your highlights, and so this one, I know the name, I can't think of it though. It's like Milestones or something like that, yeah. So, yeah. If I had 100 of each one of these, I'd be happy. Alright, then you have your pop-ups. And I believe these are 88s. A bunch of different options there. 89, 91. Then they all start to try to look like Upper Deck. But as I've said before, I think Score is the one that really made the change that kind of sent everyone towards what Upper Deck was doing. I think Score was ahead of the game a year earlier. But Score just had just something different, a little more shiny, a little more glossy, and they had the color with the picture on back. Especially, 88 Score is beautiful, especially if your card fell into one of the nicer looking board, colors. They have different color for like each 100 cards. And the Dawson just happened to land on one of the really nice ones too, so we should be coming on to that. There it is. So Dawson came out in this purple in the Score. So that one's really nice. So the first year of Score. And then you see how they did the back with the color, another picture. So they were the head of the game. They really kind of forced the rest of them to kind of up their game, I think. And then like Upper Deck came along and was like even a little nicer than that. But really, I give Score credit, although they're way overproduced. But then Upper Deck comes along, but then Upper Deck just kind of sticks with the same thing over and over and over, and it starts to get to be like, kind of stealing a little bit of the Diamond King thing. They're cool cards and all, and they're super thin, but yeah, not a whole lot of innovation for a while after what they started. They just kind of stuck with what worked. Then they changed a little bit, just little bits and pieces, but still not a whole lot. I mean, you got this, but, and then you got Flair, I believe. What is this? Yeah, Flair. So I think I just put it in there because I ran out of room. This Classics, that's a classic. This card here, way off centered, but same image that's on the Sports Illustrated. And then they kind of, like, everyone ended up doing some weird early 90s, late 80s design, which was really dated. Then this was a cool one from Flair. These, and I always think that this reminds me so much of Score. I always think this is Score for some reason. And then we got him in Red Sox, so a couple with the Red Sox. Upper Deck, SP, which of course is still Upper Deck, I believe. And then I got through on some Gypsy Queen stuff that I had. So that's like the first year of Gypsy Queen. And then you got one of those framed, paper frame that Gypsy Queen did, and then like Dunross or Diamond Kings, whatever Panini was doing, came out with something similar. And then so you have these. So he was in some of their inserts as well, like this. Here's those Topps 206 that I talked about, and I just don't think the Topps 206, especially whatever they were doing in the background, really works on the full-size cards. I mean, just not great looking cards. And then look at the quality control issues you have. It's almost like on the Topps 206s, they almost did them intentionally off to be like a throwback. That's what it feels like, but it's probably just quality control. So yeah, the full-size cards, and just any of them, don't really look that great. And I think that's why Topps 206 failed as like a complete set, as where Gypsy Queen and Allen Ginter succeeded. Their minis are cool though. I believe Oback did a better job with a very similar thing. Oback, for whatever reason, they just, I mean, this one's, it's okay. I mean, obviously they don't have licensing, but like this one, this one works, you know. It's just something about this works compared to these. And then you got another Flair here, and those are really nice ones. So, sort of that classic nostalgic baseball design, you know, almost a Gypsy Queenish, Allen Ginter-ish kind of old school kind of feel there, writing like that. And then there's your 206s, your newer Topps 206. So see, they just look better now, you know, and they just look better as minis. And then there's the Kimball Champion ones that they did. Yep, Kimball Champion. So this was an insert set, and I think Flagship that year. So those are cool minis, that double design. I really like those. So they had one in the Montreal and then one as a Cub, I think in the different series for Flagship that year. And here you've got a mini. This is the Cracker Jack card. So that's one of the ones you can get out of Cracker Jack. There's a couple of mini Gypsy Queens. Hated when Gypsy Queen stopped doing these minis, because they had some really nice minis and some really, like, because Allen Ginter really doesn't do like stamp numbered cards for the most part, but Gypsy Queen did. And they had like black borders and woods, and they had some really nice tobacco minis, and then they stopped doing it, and it made me so mad, because I know a fortune teller is, like they say, mini, but it's not tobacco mini. And then the next year, so like this is like 91, Cracker Jack, and then they switched over to Dunross. It's probably cheaper because Cracker Jack has really got to keep their you know, how much the price cost them to put in there. So obviously they jumped from Topps, and Dunross must have made them a better deal. So Dunross did it the next year. And then I think the next year is when they just did their own, which was like I don't like to call it reprint because obviously the backs are different, the size is different, the numbering's different, but they did the retro throwback to the original Cracker Jack set. The minis like this, like the Ty Cobb and, you know, Christy Mathewson, those guys. Just a beautiful set, and I'll show you those someday. And those were just done by Borden apparently. And I even got the little book that comes with it and the little binder. Yeah, but I heard something like Cracker Jack had got to the point, they said the only way they can continue to do like prizes and stuff is they needed to keep the price down to like a penny per prize. And you know, baseball cards nowadays, I mean, you just, the licensing and paying tops to do it, it's just too expensive. And then so every now and then, like every 10 years or so, they might come out with some baseball thing, which I'll do a whole Cracker Jack thing. That's not the original Cracker Jacks, but the more recent Cracker Jack baseball prizes. They got some cool stuff a lot of you guys probably don't even know about. But yeah, for probably the last 7 or 8 years, they've only done like a sticker and then the stupid like QR code or whatever for kids to go online and play games or something. That's like the prize now. They don't even get a prize anymore, except like a super cheap sticker, which probably cost them a penny to do like 10. So that's disappointing, but we'll get into Cracker Jack down the road. One of my other favorite oddballs that aren't MSA. Alright, then we got Topps 84. This was 84 Ralston Purina. So like Cookie Crisp or no, Captain Crunch, I believe. That was always one of my favorites. So I think before that 87 Topps traded, this used to be my favorite Andre Dawson card. So I like oddball. And I like this one. Topps actually did a good job of not having logo, because I guess Captain Crunch wanted to go a little cheaper. And I really like that. Topps usually doesn't do a great job on their oddballs. It's like 50-50. But these two, they did a great job. And then there's the MSA, just beautiful, beautiful, simple, just a spectacular oddball card. Food issue, that's out of cereal as well. So, you know, it could be Captain Crunch again. You know, Topps, okay, we're going to do a logo. Now we got to save some money. Let's not do a logo. Topps are too expensive. Let's go with old MSA. MSA, Sports Illustrated. And then these are some of those box, like the Kmart or Revco. I'm not sure which box you would get these out of, but that was a popular thing. They're kind of somewhere between oddball, straight up like food issue, and like a main set. They're just those little boxes that you can get that were specific to, like, say, Kmart. Okay, so that's kind of oddball. But it's still also kind of a set in the sense that it's just baseball cards for baseball cards' sake, but it is a product issue as for the company. So, like, if Burger King did it, you would be like, oh, that's oddball. But since Kmart did it, what's the difference? Well, you're buying the set. You know, you're buying the box, and you're getting the full set of 34 or 40 cards or whatever it is. And so it's kind of somewhere in between, I think. But I like them. Then we got the Goodwin Champion one from this year. Some old timers thing probably, and then there's some Panini, Hometown Heroes, and then we're Pinnacle. And then we got him in a you know, so there's a Red Sox one, there's a Florida's, so a couple Florida's, more Pinnacle. What are these? Diamond King. So this is Panini though. Oh no, it's not Panini yet. Oh yeah, there's Panini. So this is when they were still Donruss, and this is when they became Panini. Then some more. There's a Leaf, and there's a Stadium Club. Not a big fan of Stadium Club. These ones were cool. I like this old timer uniform he's got on here, and the Heritage Series, and that's Leaf as well. Pinnacle, Bowman, Red Sox, this little Marlins early acetate card, Heroes of Baseball, the Boys of Zimmer, and then the Topps Big that they did that has the comic back, not the like comic strip back, not cartoon, which I said before. Alright, so you got that, and you got the big Donruss that I picked up at the San Jose card show, and they're really pretty cards. So 84, they did a good job, especially with these large cards. I believe they're like 3x5. And then there's a Wrigley Field giveaway card. I think my brother went to this game and brought me back that, knowing I'm a Dawson fan. So that's a special one that they gave out on this day. Still got the little package it's on, and it's serial numbered as well. So there's serial number right here. There's 30,000 of them given away at that game, so that's cool. And then here's my OBAC, Joe Bauman's. You can go back and watch about him. 72 home runs, and I think 1954. The guy Barry Bonds had to go after his record, not just Mark McGwire. Beautiful set, OBAC 2009. Here's these Topps rips, a couple of the mini rips that we got out of that. And then I guess I had an extra Andre Dawson overflow card here. And that's an OPG as well. I think I picked that up since I did those. It's cool back though. There's my girls. So Stevie Nick's. Nice. I mean, she's beautiful. Every guy was in love with her. Like Princess Leia. Just looking on the internet today, and a lot of people are thinking Stevie Nick should play Princess Leia to fill in, because her and Carrie Fisher, I guess, kind of looked similar. Although they were like 8 years apart in age, but when you put them like at the same age, like when they were 22 or something, they kind of look alike, similar. Stevie Nick's beautiful. And there's my Debbie Gibson, my girl, the girl I was in love with in high school, and just met her a few months ago. Super nice. And then some of these unlicensed mini tobacco cards. I want a Danica Patrick, so my other girl. There's part of my little harem. And Debbie Gibson, a little more recent. And then there we go. Alright everybody, so there's my update for my Dawson binder until I get something new. I still have a few other things that aren't in here, but they were more top-loaded cards or something that I didn't want to put in here for one reason or another, or they were like relics. Obviously I don't put autographs in these. So hey, that's it for today. Thank you for watching again. And this is Rob, Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. Gonna check out for tonight, and I'll probably be back later today, because it's technically tomorrow is today now. And we'll do the other blaster. Maybe we'll do a pack war with my wife, and maybe I'll go to the hobby shop and pick something else up. Alright, so another long video. Sorry about that. And thanks for watching. And we got another bird card. We're 2 away. Bald eagle and something else. Thanks for watching Rob Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. Good night.